An educational program at the Toronto Archive is an activity on World War I in which students work with primary sources. They learn critical thinking and analytical skills by considering the diverse perspective and opinions found in the sources.
Greetings and salutations. I'm Ryan Balluz.
And I'm Susan Cal.
And I'm Sylvana Smart.
And welcome to the Toronto Archives.
Toronto Archives is located at 255 Spadina Road in Toronto, Ontario. If by chance your school is near a subway station, your best bet would be public transportation, since the Archives is located just 3 minutes north of the DuPont subway station. If not, you can always trust your good old-fashioned school bus.
The hours of the location are Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The Toronto Archives has access to resources, exhibitions, education programs that are free to the public and the schools.
The Toronto Archives is equipped with an elevator to the second floor, as well as ramps for easy access. Jessica Aaronworth is the Educator, Outreach, and Public Programming Coordinator at the Archives. Contact her by email or phone to schedule a tour and to discuss options for your field trip.
The Toronto Archives can host 2 field trips per day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. However, they are flexible in timing. A field trip to the Archives includes an orientation that allows students to check out their miles of files in their massive storage room. Unfortunately, the Archives can only allow a maximum of 30 students per field trip, which may be a drawback. However, there are always 2 archive facilitators helping out with each trip, which may make it a little more personable. The Archives is also equipped with classroom spaces for programming.
The Archives offer programming for Grade 9 Geography, Grade 10 and 12 History, as well as for other classes and subjects. They also have an ESL programming. However, activities can be modified to accommodate students' needs and the teacher's agenda. An educational program at the Toronto Archive is an activity on World War I in which students work with primary sources. They learn critical thinking and analytical skills by considering the diverse perspective and opinions found in the sources. Visiting the Archives allows students to examine different points of view. For example, the perspective of the soldiers, the women abroad and at home, the indigenous people, the French people in Canada, the Black individuals who enlisted, as well as the immigrants.
The students have a chance to work with primary sources to gather relevant information so that they can access the credibility of the sources and the information. The students can analyze the context of the source, values and expertise of the author, purpose, accuracy, biases, and the points of view.
By reviewing the records of the Dury family in this field trip, students gain exposure to primary sources and get the chance to analyze them. They look at differing perspectives of these primary sources, which allows them to develop their critical thinking skills.
The lesson and field trip ties into the Grade 10 history curriculum by using mainly strands A1, historical inquiry, such as select and organize relevant information, and A2, transferable skills, such as applying the skills learned in their daily habits. The lesson also ties into Strand B, Canada, 1914 to 1929, mainly into B2, community conflict and cooperation, explain Canada's participation in the war and in international relations, and also B3, identity, citizenship and heritage, describe some significant developments in the rights and lives of women.
Oh, hello again. If you're interested in learning more about the educational programs at the Toronto Archives, please feel free to give them a call, visit their website, or send them off a lovely email. I know they're always excited to hear from new and aspiring teachers.
What are you waiting for? Let's go to the Archives.
Created using Powtoon.